What's up, guys? What is going on? It's me, Fire, and today, guys, we're back here for the CherryPatch server. Sorry, I was trying to find some stuff. So today, guys, we're gonna finally make our farm here and get these shops started. We're gonna have to get a little bit of designs for the shop. I think I made a I made a design in my head for the shop, so we're gonna see what we do here. So we're gonna run off up there to start planting our stuff. We're gonna need a hoe, so iron hoe, please. I'm gonna have to make a couple probably. Gonna need this and that. Probably gonna need lily pads as well. Alright, so let's just run off and alright, so let's start making our farm here. Actually, probably a great idea if we went to sleep first. So yeah, so today, guys, we're gonna be just making a farm here. We're just gonna go to sleep. Okay, so lately, guys, I've been not really recording. I've been kind of busy with school. School has been like a bit tough. I mean, getting on from the last episode, yeah, I am not doing too well in geometry. So I mean, I don't know whether it's because the teacher can't teach me, or the fact that it's first period and I almost get like 6 hours of sleep every night and I'm not awake in the morning. I'm just like, well, stuff like that. And honestly, I don't know whether it's that or the fact that I just can't do geometry at all. I realize this is a bit off. Okay, so yeah, we're a bit off here. So, but alright, so we're gonna take this. Obviously, because we left a hole in here, we're gonna have to do this. It doesn't want to give me the grass block. I mean the dirt block. That's nice. I mean, no one's really gonna be looking down over here. We're gonna have a fence lining up around the area. I think that might cover 5 radius distance. I'm not too sure. Alright, let's see. It's times 5. I'm not sure. Alright, so I don't know. But let's go get some more water. Probably should make an infinite water source first. But we should YOLO jump and not die. And alright, so yeah, I mean, honestly, just geometry is what's been killing me lately. I mean, I'm not worried about the EOC, but what I want to do is get 2 C's, because if I fail the geometry test, the EOC I should say, I'll be able to I won't have to worry about my grade, dropping very badly to where I probably won't be able to pass. But actually, it won't end up that way, because the way I plan it out is, since I already know I'm very bad at geometry, what my plan is to get 2 C's this quarter, so when I take the final, I don't have to worry about like failing the final and my grade getting even worse than it is now, which is a D. So I won't because 2 C's nullify any grade. So if I get an F on the midterm, I mean final, I get a C for the quarter, for the semester. If I get a I still get a C. I mean, it's just like never ending. It's basically 50-50, So I don't think it does reach this far, but yeah, it's a 50-50. I'm not 50. So I really cannot care much about the midterm if I get 2 C's. But right now I'm at a 67, which is far than what I want to be at right now, because I want to be at a C so I can start, doing well here on in geometry, so I can just get 2 C's, do that, because when I do my EOC, if I completely utterly fail it, then no matter, I'm gonna have a D plus to end the year. And think about it, a D plus is better than F, me failing me failing the semester, which something I'd rather not do is fail a semester. Oh, dirt block. Oh, convenient. So, I mean, obviously, if I fail a semester, I'm gonna have to, retake the semester, which is gonna be horrid because I do not want to repeat geometry. I mean, it's already enough, the crap that I deal with now. But I studied for my test for Friday, for the quiz on Friday, and probably because I was also studying for biology, I wasn't able to get much sleep. So I don't know whether sleep is to blame for this. Why did I do that? But I don't know whether sleep was to blame, but what was I saying? I just lost my track. Okay, so I don't know whether it was sleep to blame, but either way, I got a F on the test. I got a 52, and I studied, and I knew what I was doing. And I'm like thinking, okay, either this teacher just hates me, or I'm just really doing bad. And dang it, or I'm really just doing that bad. Now the thing is, on the test, I knew what I was doing. I mean, the test was just like figuring out the area for all the stuff, and I did have it, the formulas memorized for once. And then I just get a 52, and I'm like, something. Honestly, for me, something's really off with that. I don't feel I did that bad, but I think just because of the fact he's the greatest teacher in the school for geometry and acclaimed for algebra, but that's a lie. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I don't know whether he's just like I'm a failure, or something. I don't know if he just doesn't like me because I don't do well in this class. And there's teachers like that in that school, to be specific, because I had a friend last year who had a teacher who purposely nearly failed him because that teacher was a really good teacher in this subject, and my friend wasn't, and he'd study for his tests and get terrible grades. Now the funny part is that we compare tests. So I have the same teacher, and we compare tests, and it was the vocab tests for English. So we compared tests. I had a 92 on it, and he had a 92 as well. But for the answers, I mean, all the questions are the same. They're just in different order or altered differently. And I knew that test. I didn't know how it was, and I knew how it was. And the funny part was that he got the same answers that I did. And I'm like, well, I don't know why you got bad. We compared look at the tests, and he had it right. So he went to the teacher about it, and the teacher was like, oh no, I didn't get it wrong. And he says, she told the teacher to grade it herself, and she's like, oh, I probably put in the wrong ID thingy. And he's like, yeah, okay, well, I just rather have that grade fixed. And so she fixed it. But then again, another test comes by, and he's doing the test. He gets the same terrible grade, and he's like, again, him and I compare tests, and as sure as you know it, again, it's right. And she just marked it wrong. She gave him a bad grade for it, and he's sitting here like, all right, you know what? He goes again. He goes to the teacher again. He's like, you gave me a bad grade on this, and I studied and everything. I knew I was doing. And she's like, oh, I'll fix it whenever. And again, she fixes it, but she kept on doing it for a few times. He finally says, all right, you know what? I know you don't like me. I know you're just trying to fail me here. So if you continue this more, I'm going to go to the principal and tell him, because we already had the facts against her. So finally, after we said that, she finally, stopped doing that to his tests, because obviously they're not going to stay long in school if you're going to do that. But teachers, yes, are known to do that, and some students just don't care. Personally, I'm going to care, because that's my grade, and I have stuff I want to do. And, it's just things like that. And I don't know whether my teacher's being that way, because he is supposed to, and he's going to be teacher of the year for the county. and I'm like, okay about it. I just really don't care because I'm there, I'm doing my job, and I'm going. But I don't know whether he's doing the same to me. He's supposedly the great teacher, the greatest teacher in that school for geometry and apparently algebra, which I know is BS because the teacher I had last year, they begged for him to come back this year, and he was angry about it because he really didn't want to come back this year, and I wouldn't blame him. That school is more than utter crap. But it was better than the last school he was in, so that's why he came back. We need more dirt. So, anyways, but, I feel like that's personally what was happening. I don't know whether, I knew what I was doing on the test, and I'm gonna look. I'm gonna go to my friends who have good grades and be like, hey, these, because he does give back the tests. So I'm gonna be like, hey, dude, you want to let's look at that test and see what happened here. Did I fail? Was it me legitimately failing, or stuff like that, or is he just purposely trying to fail me? So if I find a friend who has the same version test that I did, I'm gonna see, like, I'm gonna go and be like, hey, let's see what happens. If we come up to the same answers and everything is right and he has it right but I have it marked wrong, I am really actually gonna be pissed. Like, I will confront him about it. I'll be like, hey, yeah, I went over the quiz with my friend, and hey, yeah, I noticed that you're purposely marking grades wrong. Questions wrong here. Because I got this right, and you marked it wrong, and you got this and this and this wrong, stuff like that. If that ever happens, if that's the case, I'm not gonna be happy. But I really don't know what happened. Either way, geometry is killing me, and believe it or not, biology is killing me. The reason why biology is killing me is because the teacher doesn't teach, and it's just great to have a teacher like that, a useless teacher like that. So, this is some of the wheat fields here. This is going to be the wheat dedicated side. I don't know what we're going to do with carrots. If we are going to do carrots. But, yeah. So, I really don't know what's going to be going on. But obviously, school has been just taking me out. And I'm just trying to get on. Like, when I get home, I do my homework. And then I just chill back and relax because I'm just too tired to deal with anything. And I'm just like, alright, you know what, I'm not gonna record, I'm just gonna, I'll have a good time with my friends on Gmod, and we're just gonna play around, I'm gonna do this and that, and then, this new mod's not really helping my case, making my job stressful with, me being concerned of what he's doing, because, what he's doing is very wrong, and it's just, everything's just really being annoying, so, recording's not been hasn't been happening too often, so, I guess we'll end this episode off because I just noticed he won on Gmod, so I'm going to go stalk him on my alternate account and see how he acts. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to become Frostfire today and join the Frostfire Army, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace.